hello to you, and welcome to the Tips and Bricks Podcast, where we discuss all things Lego and share some of the community's best tips about those bricks we all love. My name is Bethany. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm one of the hosts of our podcast. I ought to mention, if you're someone who likes to watch your podcasts, we now have our podcast up on YouTube, where we include visuals of what we discuss, and it's just a fun extra way to view the podcast if you so desire. Well, today I'm joined by fellow host Evan. Hello, Evan. How are you today?
Hi, I'm Evan, pronouns he, him. I'm doing great. I'm in the process of building the recently released Death Star by the time this video comes out. And it's been great so far, honestly. It's like, what, a third of a circle so far? It's a
I
good
like that.
third.
I like that it's just casually sitting up there on your fireplace, like it's coming up over the horizon of your fireplace.
Yeah, Bethany said before the call started that it looks like horns are coming out of my head, and now I'm seeing it. Kind of like insane,
You look
but
like
that's okay.
you look like Lord Business. It's all good. For those for
Yes.
those
Oh,
for those who are listening, you definitely need to hop on YouTube and see this picture
hmm
And
because
I get that reference now. For big fans of the podcast, you know that I actually
no.
get the reference now.
Evan, did it
yeah.
take you forever to watch the Lego movie?
I didn't watch it until
Ah,
last year.
you were missing out.
hmm It was
Yes.
there was trauma behind it.
Oh.
Well, so let's move on from trauma and the Lego movie, and let me introduce today's guest. This week we are joined by our friend Matt, who you probably know as at Maticus Bricks. He is famous for his Enchanted Forest, his Fabuland-inspired builds, and you can find him on Instagram and TikTok. Welcome to the podcast, Matt. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. It is so good to talk to you both. I'm Matt, pronouns he, him. Just super excited to be here on the podcast. I'm building something too today. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but yeah. So super excited about another new set that we're going to be looking at soon.
hmm
So,
Awesome. Well, since this is your first time on our
hmm
podcast, we'd love to ask a question to get to know you a little better. The Lego hobby, as you know, can
hmm
mean many things from showing at a convention, like I know that's how you and I met, we were at a
hmm
convention, to building sets with a friend, mocking from your own imagination, collecting and displaying minifigures. So, my question for you, when thinking about your experience with the Lego hobby, what is your favorite part of the hobby? How do you like engaging with the hobby?
Yeah, so my favorite part of the hobby by far has been what you mentioned, the conventions. For me, it's just been the whole fan community and connecting with other builders and creators. I have found literally like my best friends in the whole world through doing Lego, which
Mm,
never, never thought that that would actually happen. Because I always say, like, before I started making content, before I started putting myself out there, I was just like building by myself in my basement. I'd be lucky if I got to go to the Lego store and have a conversation with someone, but like now I have
mm.
a whole world of other Lego builders that I can talk to and communicate with. And that's just been like the best thing is just to be able to connect with other people who get it, who understand this hobby.
Do you think that we're like in the renaissance of the Lego community right now? Like, I feel
Mm.
like everyone just feels very interconnected and it's just like so open and friendly right now. I just feel like everyone's in like good spirits. People are going to conventions and meeting in person and talking online and sharing each other's mocks. Like, I don't know, it just feels like a lovely community right now.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. If you asked me this question last year at this time, I would say that it feels like everybody's feeling super burnt out. I don't know, like the vibes were kind of
Hmm.
off in general. I don't know if you guys noticed that last year, but this year, especially after Brick World Chicago, the vibe
Mm.
was like just great. Like we had, I feel like there weren't, it wasn't as busy as it was in some previous years, and that just like allowed for a lot more like
hmm
intimate hangouts, not as much going on. It really, I think it's been great. People seem to be in a lot of really good spirits, like you said.
Well, and I mentioned that we met at a convention,
We
and I
did.
still want to do a shout out to you for encouraging my daughter, our first time showing up at any
Oh,
Lego show ever. And you saw her, and she was just very nervous. She was a young teen AFL, and you were like, hey, you should go get people's signatures. Like, that'd be a great thing to do. And that has given her a mission and a purpose, and that's now her thing. Like, she just loves doing that. So thank you for opening up the hobby to
oh,
her. That has been awesome.
Of course. I'm so happy that she has started to feel more comfortable going to these shows. Every time you're around, I see her. And I think it was the last time I saw you both, she was getting signatures from different people. And it's just a nice little way to like go up and, you know, get like break the ice with someone or just kind of like have a little connection like that. So,
It's been
yeah.
awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Well, let's dive into our first segment. Evan, I'm going to throw it over to you.
Yeah, of course. So this week I'm hosting our question of the week. Every episode we share a burning question about Lego that we're going to answer together. Of course, we all love the Lego hobby, as we've been discussing, but sometimes, as Maticus brought up, it's possible to have too much of a good thing, and burnout
Mhm.
is definitely real. It can definitely hit. And that leads to our question of the week, which is how do you keep the hobby fun? So if you've experienced burnout before, how did you find your way back into playing well? So, Matt, as our guest, I want to start with you.
Mhm. Well, I will say, like, for me, one of the areas where I do experience the most burnout is, being a part of the Lego Ambassador Network, being a content creator. Uh, Lego shifted from just being a hobby to being work for me, especially that I've been doing it more and more professionally. And even like creating Lego content was originally just a hobby for me. But when you start earning money, when you start, getting towards making a living doing that thing, you have to take it seriously and professionally. So
Mhm.
there, I used to, after work or after whatever, like if I had a long day, like sit down, build Lego, and that would really relax me. So I think I have to like shifting my mindset to realizing like this is something that I get to do rather than something that I have to do, and trying to just build sets for enjoyment in addition to, sets that I have to build for reviews. Um, One thing that's really helped just kind of like, I guess, like reframing how I do my content, because I used to think like every set that I get, every review, I have to like be on camera all the time while building it and show every step and like be kind of like active during the building. And I've been looking for ways that I can create my content after the set is already built. And that has really helped me
Oh.
avoid burnout. Kind of like, I guess, like going through the build and thinking of things that I can maybe show and refilm later. But like it gives me the opportunity to kind of like do my hobby the way I used to, where it's like, oh, I'll put on a movie or I'll listen to some music that I like, and I can just build and enjoy the bricks as they are. Um,
I
that's
really
that's been
like that
big
you
for me.
brought that up actually, because I
Mhm.
feel like we've definitely felt that before. Especially even now, I'm feeling that building like this Death Star. It's like I know I'm
Mhm.
not going to be able to take this thing apart once it's built.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to be like, if there's a cool technique, it's like I need to move, take a bunch
Right.
of photos on it, make sure that it's Photoshoppable, go back. It's like there's such interruptions in the
Mhm.
process of building when your mindset is making content for it. And I feel like obviously we have to say first off, as like LAN ambassadors, we are very blessed to be able to be
Yeah.
working with the Lego group and be getting these sets for free. But it is work. Like this is work. Let's like make that very,
Listen,
very clear.
it drives me nuts when I see people saying like you got this set for free, so XYZ. Well, it's like no, there's nothing free about this. Like I
No,
may like there it's I could that's a whole tangent I could get down on.
my time
Like
per hour is like not even making up remotely for like what this actually costs. Maybe in the Death Star case,
no,
but
yeah.
like
Not to mention like the psychological toll, like the on
mhm,
your brain and how it works. Like, you're thinking about it's not just like here, have a Lego set, enjoy it. It's
yeah.
you have to think of how you're presenting this to a community. You have to think of how I can create content that's going to make my channels do better. But you also have to let the people know what they need to know about this set. You have to be honest while still being polite and respectful to the Lego group. You know, there's so many factors that you need to consider.
For sure. What was like a recent set maybe that you built and like while doing it, like from the Lego group, you're like just like feeling that burnout? Was there something you can think of?
There was. I'm trying to think if it was definitely with the Willy Wonka set,
Oh, recently.
because yeah, very recently. But I feel like there was something even more just before that where I was building and I was like, do I have to build this? Um, uh,
Oh,
yeah, no, that happens. Oh, there we go. It's such a silly set to feel this way about because I'm looking at it now and it's gorgeous, but it was the Lego Ideas Riviera, the Italian Riviera, which
Mm.
is a great set. I mean, looking at it, it's beautiful. I mean, price is that's a whole other thing. Like, yeah, it's a little expensive, but I remember just sitting there and like being like, All right, so I'm filming the little steps, and that was, you know what? That was a situation where I did my older style of video where
Oh,
I have my light on the set, I have my
yep.
camera on the tripod, and as I'm building, I'm like, "Ooh, this is a cool part. Let me film me connecting this little bit." And the whole time I'm filming, I'm like, "Ooh, this is stupid. This doesn't look great. The set doesn't work for this. Like, why am I bothering with this?" And then I have to sit back and do like hours of editing on clipping down to like just the little like scenes kind of clipping together and just like feeling like I was climbing a mountain and yeah, I didn't enjoy building the set as much as I should have where
Mm.
I could have done something totally different with that set where like if I had just like I said before sit down enjoy the build and then the set is built and then I do something different with the review content. um yeah, that kind of was that might have been like the breaking point where after that I was like I need to do something different with how I approach these sets.
That's good though that you recognize that and was
Yeah.
able to think like, okay, let me like then now do this differently for the next time. Like that, I mean, that's all you can really do. You know what I
Hmm.
mean in the moment. Bethany, I'm curious if you've experienced something similar, maybe like while building a set, like from LAN or not, and just been like, wait, I'm not enjoying this.
Oh yeah, I totally have. I had the privilege to review the Ninjago City Markets, which
Ooh.
we scored at a 25 for 25. Phenomenal set. Absolutely loved it. Hated building it because it had to come on a certain deadline, and I was pumping out something like 75 bags, and I had to pump that out in a weekend. And I am a grazer when it comes to building Lego sets. I
Hmm.
will build a bag or two and then I'll wait a day. And then I will build a bag or two and my family starts like frothing at the mouth, being like, you need to finish building the rest of it. And I'm like, I'm getting to it. Part of it is because I'm a mom and like feeding and laundry comes above Lego because otherwise people
Really?
riot. People riot. They get hankry if you don't feed them.
Well, it sounds like they get angry if you don't finish building the Lego set. So what are you
I
doing?
mean, it's a lose-lose world here. So, that one sucked the joy out of it for me. And because of the nature of that set, very modular style, I did have to interrupt my building flow to take pictures. And I think you're on to something. I really appreciate how you
Mhm.
verbalize that, Matt, because the
Mhm.
builds that I have enjoyed doing are the ones I can do at my own pace, doing my own thing, sitting on the couch, we'll do something for fun, and then I can go back
Mhm.
and dive into it. Those are so much more enjoyable. So I think you've clicked on to, yeah, a non-land set that I have not enjoyed have been the botanicals. I
Mhm.
love looking at them. I love displaying them. I hate building them. Like, I don't know what it is with me, but I try and I just get there and then I'm like, I'm out. But my family's like, oh, let me build. And I'm like, great. Your gift to me is building the flowers.
They look so pretty in the corners
I
though.
love
Like
them.
yeah, they look really good. That's the
Yeah,
summer bouquet you have.
I think so. Yes. Spring
Mhm.
bouquet, summer bouquet.
It looks really
The
good there.
It
petite
was at
sunny
Costco on clearance prices. And I was like,
21.99. I just bought a bunch of them.
yep, yep, there you
You bought a
We're
go.
I
bunch?
well, so we're doing a project. Hopefully this will be done soon. It's taken way longer than I thought it would. For my wedding. Our wedding is in
Oh,
November, and thank
congratulations.
you.
Yay.
Yeah, I know. Super excited. So for the first support opened up for 2025, I applied for, I think I was able to get 11 of the bigger bouquets, a variety of the three nice bouquets that are out. Built all of those. I had some friends help me. I ended up getting a couple more of those sunny bouquets because I wanted more, but we're going to arrange them on a wall. So it'll be like a photo backdrop.
Mm.
Oh,
And
wow.
I planned that out. I got all the flowers built and then realized I have no idea how I'm actually building the support for this. So we're figuring
That's
it out as we
important.
go. I went and we bought styrofoam at Home Depot. We're gonna spray paint
Yeah.
it green. I got like they have these sheets of like fake greenery that you can actually like to put on your actual wall if you want to make like a fake greenery wall. So I just bought a
Oh,
bunch of those. So we're gonna have to cut them to size, fit them over the foam, and then stick the flowers into the foam, probably glue them in. I hope they stick. Um, and then also at that point, hope that I have enough flowers because I don't think there's an equation for how many flower sets equal a X, amount of flower wall. So we'll see. But I've been building so many Lego flowers at this point.
I have
Wow.
seen, that sounds awesome, first of all. Second of all, I have seen some videos on Instagram, not even of like Lego content creators, but of like people that actually mix in real flowers with their Lego flowers.
Mm,
And I feel like worst case scenario, if there are gaps, it could look really cool if you find the right
that
flowers to
is a
just
good
like
idea.
sprinkle in between.
Probably some artificial. We bought already
Mm,
like some artificial like fake like the greens to kind of like mix in, but that's a
mm.
good idea if we could figure out some like fake flowers that fit the color scheme. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. That sounds like kind of like a mock like project. Or does that
Yes.
is that still work for you?
You know, it's really funny. It's work. It's work because I'm actually this is going to be wrapped into a lot of different projects. Number one, it's land support, so I have to create content around it like that. Um, but it is fun because it's something that I would have wanted to do anyway. You know, I wouldn't have wanted to buy 11 flower bouquets myself, but if that still is a project that I would love to do. So yeah, I don't know if it's a mock. Is it?
Yeah.
That's well, that's a debate. Like I didn't build like if you do an arrangement with Lego
hmm
sets, like is it a mock? If I don't know.
That was a good question we debated one of our podcast episodes. When is it a mock versus a
Right.
modification? And
hmm
Yeah.
it's trick. I feel like it's a mock because you are making a piece of bigger art with
Right.
it.
It's
But
multimedia.
I'm a generous giver of creativity. So I'm like, this is absolutely so. And I'm just going to take a quick pause for those who are listening and not familiar. LAN stands for the Lego Ambassador Network. It's Lego's
Mm.
program that they partner with content creators or blog writers as a way to help get Lego sets into the hands of people who can then review them and tell about them.
Or make content about them, really.
Yeah.
Which is really what Matt's doing here.
Or decorate your wedding with them.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Is
then make
your
content.
yeah, is your fiance, who is very cool by the way, shout
Ah,
out.
thank you. Thanks. She loves you.
Oh, I love her too. I don't know if I could say her name on
Yeah,
publicly.
Emma. Yeah,
Emma's
that's fine.
awesome. Okay, cool.
No.
We love Emma here. Tips and Bricks. She's really cool. So she's also thrilled with this wedding idea, Lego
Yeah,
idea.
she likes it because it was a way to like satisfy me, like incorporating Lego into the wedding. But it's still like it's still aesthetic and cool. And I originally was like, oh, I want to do like a Lego guest book. We'll get a whole bunch of minifigures, and everybody can build their minifigure, and it goes on a little thing. And she was like,
That's
yeah,
cute.
no. So I was like, damn. All right, so we'll do something else. And I was like, and I think she also liked the idea that we kind of got it sponsored too, that it was something that we were able to receive support for. Because, if you've ever had a wedding, you know that every little bit of help that you can get really
hmm
helps,
Yeah, for sure.
helps
Well,
make
that's
it possible.
awesome. Well,
So,
Well, I was going to ask, we've talked about set building and we've talked about project building. How have you ever hit burnout with mock building?
oh my, yeah, absolutely.
Evan, you and
Do
I
I?
were on the same question line.
we were literally about to ask the same exact thing.
Do I have a story for you? So, it's not that exciting. No, it is. So with the Enchanted, you mentioned the Enchanted Forest, and we've been doing this now for 2 years, and we actually just had our last big group display of the Enchanted Forest, simply because, a lot of these creations we've been displaying for now 2 years. We've been adding onto it, changing, but I think it's just time for something new. Like we're all kind of ready to go in a different direction. I don't even know. We've talked about ideas for like a new collab next year. My friends who I build with, but I don't know. We might take some time. I have so many mock ideas going around in my head, and you guys, if you ever do build mocks, you know that there's a different mindset between building Lego sets, doing your lamb reviews, creating content, and then just building a creation. It's entirely different brain cells.
Hmm.
Mhm.
It is.
And shifting from one to the other is so tough. And when you're really busy, this kind of goes back to what I was saying before, where it's like now that Lego is work, like building sets, like doing all this stuff is work, it's
Mhm.
much harder to do Lego as a hobby in my free time. And I'm
Mhm.
working on
Mm.
doing this a little bit more, but I don't I wouldn't say that like creating mocks directly ties into like my content. And I'm really looking for ways that I can do more of that, but it's I get in my head about it where it's like if I'm gonna create my own creation, I'm just gonna sit down and build something like for a convention, something like the Enchanted Forest. I'm not making any money on that. There's no like it doesn't tie into an obligation or anything. That's just like hobby, and that becomes hard. I actually have
Mm.
I was supposed to do one last build for the Enchanted Forest, which I had planned to have done first for Chicago, it didn't work out. And then I was like, oh, I'll get it done for Virginia, and it didn't work out. I still have the landscape sitting in a box, and I just haven't. It was going to be so cool. But I sat down so many times to start building the actual, like, what was going to go onto this landscape. And I felt like so frustrated. I was like, my brain isn't working right now. Like I don't even know how to build right now. So um I haven't gotten back to doing something fully original or even like modifying a set since then. So I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous about like kind of about finding that balance, about getting myself
Mhm.
building my own creations again. It's
You know what would
tough.
be cool? There should be some sort of like, when you get into like writer's block, there's
Hmm.
like online at least, I've seen like a lot of different like things that you can do to just like free write basically. There should be just like maybe this would be a good tips and bricks post is to like have ideas of just like little free builds, like little challenges that you can do just to like get your brain working back into mock making and have it be like super easy things, like stuff
Yeah.
that's super accessible for everyone, maybe even stuff that could work on studio also if you don't have the physical bricks, something like that. Because like I totally get what you mean. Like
Yeah.
block hits whether you're a writer, whether
Womp womp.
you're a singer, whether
Hmm.
you build Lego bricks. So that is interesting.
That would
I
be awesome.
builder's
Yeah.
block. Get it?
Yep,
Builder's
builder's
block.
Ooh.
block. No, builder's block. It's a thing. Yeah,
It
no,
is a thing.
people get it. And the other thing that like makes it tough for me too is like if I'm gonna sit down and like try to build something like creatively, I'm like, okay, this is my time that I have to work on Lego stuff. I have a pile of land sets that need to be built. I have a pile of video ideas that need to be done. My brain tells me you should be doing that something that is
Mm.
more productive and is going to lead
Mm.
to money, connection, networking, content growth. Like, and my brain is like, me building a mock right now isn't doing any of that, so I'm wasting my time. And
Oh.
that's
Mm.
really tough to get over that hump.
That's a very similar thing that I struggled with, especially as a young mom, where when my kids were little, like, how could I have time to have fun
Mhm.
when there are so much more
Mm.
important, necessary, it feels I didn't feel right sitting down and doing something creative when XYZ needs were on the table. And that is a real struggle. I think that lots of people have at different phases of their life.
Mhm.
So I fully understand that. Last year I hit a building depression of sorts. I'd had a major surgery and things didn't go as
Mhm.
expected, and the recovery time was just dragging on, and I just felt like I was just really struggling. And so the way that I started getting back to that was making like these little 8 by 8 size little movement scenes, like with the CMF figures. Because I was like, I don't have time to build, but I can make
Mhm.
something that's 8 studs by 8 studs. And that is what got me back into finding my voice as a builder and having fun, because I was like, I can make something that's this tiny and do it in the next, hour and a half, and, fill it up later. And it's it is very hard, but I found like for me building small was what kickstarted
Mhm.
finding getting past that builder's block.
Okay, we need to make a post breaking builder's block, and
Okay,
that will be just like
I'm writing it.
amazing.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, that's great.
This is great. Within this call, even before we're not going to say it on the podcast, but we have a really good April Fool's idea now. Now we have a really good tips post idea. Matt, we need to bring you on like all the time to give us like all these ideas.
I'm here. I'll always happy to help. Honorary member of the team, sure.
Woohoo!
Yeah, more work.
Oh, yeah, yeah, wait. Maybe not. Hold on. Wait a second. I need to go build a mock. I think nice talking to you. Bye.
Well, thank you two so much for sharing your answers to this week's question of the week, which is like how you break through that block, and it's really interesting and really important to just, find the balance and find the fun. You know what I mean? Like I think like a good tip just for everyone is just like to remember like why they're doing what they're doing. And
Mm,
I feel like the biggest reason is usually because you enjoy it, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to Lego. And even for you as like an ambassador, like I would say maybe in reviews, like oftentimes we have to think about the positives and the negatives to be like realistic and be like honest too with like our people. But you can still be like maybe make a reel that's just like here are all the positive things about this set. Just like really drive home just the good feelings.
mm,
Yeah. It's been a little bit liberating too to try to lead with one of the bads. It's really good for engagement when you're like, my latest, what I did with Willy Wonka was like this Lego set they made a huge mistake with this set.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a huge mistake. It's literally just that I like the 2005 Johnny Depp version way more than the Gene Wilder.
Oh,
That's the only
okay.
reason that I started with that hook, is because I wanted to just get off my hot take. It's a great set. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. But I then made my own characters of like my own versions of the characters from the 2005 movie, and I replaced them, and I was like, let's just that actually was really fun because it was kind of, I guess that's mock adjacent because I was just building the
Mm-hmm.
minifigures, but it was doing something different with the set, presenting it in a different way, and it worked because the short's going crazy on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
Plugging my YouTube here, by the way.
Absolutely.
I'm focusing now. That my current content goal for the rest of this year is to focus much, much more on YouTube shorts, hopefully some long form. Because that seems to be a place where you can kind of last a lot longer than a place like TikTok, where it's like very like you're of the moment and then you're not. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw this Willy Wonka reel, and I chose peace that day, but I almost did fight with you in
Oh,
the
I
comments because
so
I was just
chose
like,
peace.
I just can't see how the Johnny Depp version is better than the Gene Wilder version. But everyone can enjoy
Oh,
their own
wow.
like
thing. I'm not gonna stop you
objectively
from your
it's not.
enjoyment.
Like it's literally that I
Objectively.
objectively it's not. But the thing, like, and I loved all the comments, like the chat, like it's great. Like literally, like I grew up with that version. I watched the Gene Wilder version first. It was always on TV and I always liked that movie. But you don't know, like if you weren't there, the marketing for this movie was amazing. There was all kinds of candy coming
Mm,
out, all of the cast and all of those
it's
kids,
true.
like at least a couple of them were like super popular, like kid actors at the time. Like it was hot. Like it was, and Johnny Depp was my guy, like still is my guy. Pirates of the Caribbean, like everything that
Mm,
was around at that time.
Mm.
yes.
It was like, oh, Jack Sparrow is now going to be Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
So like, and then I love Tim Burton, the Danny Elfman
He's great. Tim
score.
Burton's
Tim
had
Burton's
such a good take
wonderful.
on it.
Yeah, like it's just
It's
all
a
of that.
great movie. Let me just
Okay.
say that it's like pitting two really good movies against each other, and it's also
Yeah.
really rare that a remake is like just as good as the original
Yep.
one. But
This
I
is
see why they did the original.
this is
Like,
my confession. I've never seen the Johnny Depp version
Okay, go
because
watch it.
Willy Wonka slightly terrified me
don't
as a
watch it.
kid and as an adult. Okay, no, maybe
I
if
know you will be
okay,
scared of it.
okay, that's fine.
You will
I'm
be
good then.
scared.
I'm
Willy
good.
Wonka scares you.
Yeah, the Gene Wilder version.
He's scared. He's a jerk. He's a word I can't say on the podcast. He's so mean.
He
Like,
is.
and
Yeah.
Depp isn't much nicer, but he's like kooky and it makes sense. Like he's kind of
Okay.
just like not all there. He's got a lot of things going on internally, and like with Gene Wilder, it's like there's something going on with this guy, but like he just comes across as a jerk. Like
Yeah.
I
It,
think the Johnny Depp version will still give you PTSD though from your Willy
okay.
Wonka experiences.
Okay, cool. I will not then. I will just enjoy watching everyone comment about it and just be like, cool.
And you will enjoy playing a game with us, which is what we're about to do right now,
Yes.
because I'm going to pass it on to Bethany.
All right. Speaking of having fun and not nightmares with Willy Wonka, it is time for some Lego chicken. So, this game is a fun one, a little bit complicated, so hang in with me. I'm going to give you a category, and you are going to decide how many things you can name in that category in 30 seconds. Now, once you make your bet of like, I can name 10 or 15 things, your opponent can decide whether to make you put your money where your mouth is and prove you can do it, or they may up the ante and bet even higher. Once someone is challenged, they will get 30 seconds, and we are going to see if they can perform as well as they thought. So, Evan and Matt, how are you feeling about putting your Lego knowledge to the test?
this sounds so fun. I can't wait. Bring it on.
It's really fun. I'm excited. I'm more excited than anything.
This is like
Good.
what you guys played in Chicago.
Yes, this
Yes.
is just like
The
that game
live,
we
yep.
played. Yes.
Which everyone failed at. Every single person failed. But it was hilarious, so it was good.
But success has been found. So don't go in. We're gonna positive mindset here. You've got this.
Oh yeah, we got this.
I'm gonna totally beat you guys at this game. Okay, as our guest, Maticus, let's start with you first. I want you to pick a number for how many you can do in 30 seconds, and then I'm going to pass it to Evan. So here is your category. Are you ready?
Yes.
Category, let me pull it up as I do that. Category number 1 is leaves, specifically the 1x1 round plate with the 3 leaves on it. So that is the element.
Colors of?
The question is, how many colors has it come in? Not how many, but like, can you name?
Matt's like so good with like
I
tree
know.
work, which we're
Yes,
about to
he
get
is.
into his tree work in a later segment, but I think I'm cooked with this one.
Oh wait, I
So
have a clarification question.
absolutely.
Do I have to get the correct Lego color, or can it be Bricklink color?
We're going off of Bricklink colors
Bricklink
here.
Okay.
color for
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah.
For
If I have to name
sure.
Legos colors, I might be
And
really cooked.
you're not
Two.
penalized. Yeah, you're not penalized if you say one and it isn't. That doesn't count against you. Like, you can go off as many as you need to.
What if I'm
It's
approximately right on the color?
if
The
we
judge,
get it, if we
Yeah.
know what you know, it's good. Wait, this is the three-pronged leaf?
the 3-pronged leaf.
Like
Yes,
the classic little
yeah,
leaf.
my favorite all-time part, which is why I went with it first. The
It's a good
1x1
leaf.
round plate with the
Awesome
3
part.
leaves.
It probably is like definitely top tier Lego part. I would say
Oh,
that's
yeah.
S tier.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. It's my favorite part.
Mm.
But so looking at 30 seconds,
Mhm.
Matt, how much do you think you can name in 30 seconds? I'm pulling up my timer here just so we're ready when it's time.
15 of them.
15.
Wow, that's really impressive. That's very impressive. Okay, so actually I am now remembering I did a favorite Brick Friday post on this part, and part of that is like giving like a list of the history and showing the colors, and I made this little
Mhm.
graphic of all the different colored leaves on the tree. So I had to individually
Mhm.
pull every color of leaf of this part and put it on this tree. But can I name more than 15? I don't know if I can name more than 15. But I want to challenge you. So, you know what? Naming
You
15
could go
in 30
16.
seconds is really hard.
All right, so
And
30 seconds, that's the hard part.
I think I'm going to challenge you.
Meaning,
Meaning like I wanted you to do the 15.
okay, alrighty. So here's what's going to happen. I'm just going to be writing down all of your answers because I've learned that trying to check them off is not easy.
I'll keep track too.
Yeah, we'll keep track. And so then you just go for 30 seconds and then we'll see how many you get. And why did my thing just default to 45 seconds? No extra seconds here. All right, Matt, when you're ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Green, bright green, lime green, a spring yellowish green, yellow, yellowish orange, reddish orange, red, coral, magenta, medium azure, light blue, dark purple, trans black, light nougat, metallic pearl gray thingy. A turquoise. That's not the color. Oh no! Oh no! I'm looking white. Uh, oh man, I'm stumping myself here. Pink. No, it's like light pink, I think is the color. I'm going down my parts list here. Orange. We have orange.
10
are there any more
seconds.
greens? 10 seconds.
Oh my
Dark
God, you're doing
green,
so good.
olive green. I got dark green and olive green.
3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
I think that's all of them.
Time.
I think you did it. That was really good.
That was incredible.
That was incredible. Okay, so just the ones I got, you got green, bright green, lime. You said spring yellow. I guess you meant like the bright light yellow green.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll count.
I call it spring green. It's like that light lime. It's a newer one. It's in the new
Light
bonsai.
lime?
Hold
There's a newer lime?
No, hold on, guys. I'm totally, what's this called? Spring yellowish green?
Oh, what is
That's
that
what I
one?
call
Oh, it
it.
is a yellowish green. That is
Yes,
okay.
yellowish green.
Yellowish
Yeah.
green. Okay.
Yellowish green? Okay.
I got you on that.
I
Okay.
also thought it was spring green, so I'm wondering if that is a Lego versus Bricklink color name.
I feel like that's a community. Like I've only ever heard people call it. I don't know. I don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah, I will count that because that is one of the colors, yellowish green.
Yeah. Okay, so green, bright green, lime, yellowish green. You said yellow. You said orange. You said reddish orange. You said red. You said magenta. You said medium azure. You said dark azure. You said light blue, dark purple,
Well, hold on,
trans black.
Yeah,
hold on,
wait, go
hold
back
on,
to the medium
hold
and
on.
dark azures. Only one of those is right.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I
there is
think.
no medium azure.
Yeah.
There's no medium azure, only
It's-
dark azure.
Yeah, I said them both because I couldn't
Wow.
remember which it was.
You said, okay, trans black, and then you said metallic pearl gray. Is that
It's from-
true?
It's from it's from the Wednesday set.
I'll count it because the official name is Pearl Dark Gray.
That's fine. That's fine.
So-
That
Okay.
counts. That counts.
Yes.
Turquoise, white,
Hold on.
light pink.
Hold on. I do not see turquoise on here.
It's
Turquoise is not
Dark
on there?
turquoise. Dark
Dark
turquoise.
turquoise,
Yes,
yeah.
That's the
that
color.
counts.
That's the
the same.
color.
Yep.
It counts?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
color.
Mhm.
White, light pink, dark green, and olive, that makes 15.
Mhm. And light nougat is what he said. Yeah, not pink, but light
Yeah.
nougat.
But I also said pink.
He did
He
say
also
light
did
pink.
say pink.
I said light pink, but then I changed it to
So you said at
Or-
least 15, which means you
Yeah.
definitely got it. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
bright pink. Bright pink is the name. Yeah.
bright pink.
So-
Okay, so
This comes in a total of 25 colors.
Wow.
And if you look, there's a few you didn't mention. Pearl gold, which
Mm.
I feel like that shows up in places I don't expect it to be. It's not used as plants usually. It's like,
the Legoland pick-a-brick wall. I have a whole cup of them.
yes, it's like
Oh, really?
ornamental decoration.
That's a nice wall
It's
color.
awesome.
Bright light orange, and you got, I think you got
Bright
most-
light orange. Okay, I said something that was like some combination. I couldn't think of. It's like that. It looks like yellow, but it's
Of
And
all colors to not remember, I think bright light orange is a fair one.
I can never remember what that color is called. I called
and
it
there
like
was there was
yellowish
a
orange.
green. There was a green that you missed too, dark green.
Dark green. I thought I said dark green.
He said dark green.
Oh, he did? Okay, then I missed it. I was trying to type as fast as I could. That's why there's two of us who checked this.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
like lightning round, like getting them out there.
Yeah, that
So
was
you got all
impressive.
the greens?
Yes, he got all the greens.
Wow.
So here's a fun turnaround question.
That was amazing.
What color has it appeared in most sets in?
Bright
I was-
green.
It has to be green, like regular yellow green, but or Lego green, but that seems too obvious. So
I wanna say bright
I'm gonna
green.
say lime green.
It is bright green.
Yes.
Bright
So it has appeared in 417 sets as bright green.
Wow.
The
Lego
next-
loves using bright green.
Yes, they do. I love
They like it
so-
almost more than they like green now, I feel.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, it's happy, it's bright, it's cheery, it stands out from distance.
True.
The green is next at 244. So it's shown up twice as many sets in bright green as regular green. And then the third most used instance is lime at 169. And there
Makes
have
sense.
there are 3 colors that it's only shown up in one set. That would be bright light yellow, trans black, and dark pearl dark gray. So
I can't believe you got those also. That
Yeah.
was very
Recency
impressive.
bias. I just built with something with the lime. I keep calling it lime. The yellowish green.
Yeah.
I just built something with that, and I just bought a lot of the others on the two from the Wednesday set. They're on Pabs,
Nice.
so I just bought a whole bunch of them.
Wow.
That's
Great
awesome.
job, Matt, winning that first
Yeah.
round. I have to really come back now.
yeah. Now, Evan, you
It's on.
mentioned the favorite brick Friday. We've actually done 2 posts on this
What?
favorite brick of ours. Yes. Post 1504
Oh.
and post 2005. So both of
1504 is
those.
before my time.
Yeah, so both of those are some fabulous ones about this. All right. Shall we do another round?
For
Okay.
sure.
In keeping with the plant leaf theme, the next one I'm going with is the classic Lego leaf. When you think all the way back to castle and city of old, this is the leaf you're thinking of, the 6x5, the one that looks kind of like a maple, or not a maple, a giant oak leaf as a
Mhm.
singular. You know what I'm talking
Very
about?
spindly.
Mhm.
The
It's got
spindly
it's
looking
got all
one.
the holes on
Yep,
it.
the one I just showed a little while ago. Yeah.
Yep,
Mhm.
yes, that one. That is going to be the one we're doing. How many colors? So
Oh, colors again?
colors again.
Oh my god.
Yes. So since Matt went first on this one, Evan, I'll let you start. How many colors can you name in 30 seconds?
I feel like it's similar, but not as many
It's
colors
actually
in this
hard
one.
because I think we have the smaller leaf element fresh in our brain. So
Mhm.
what's going to be hard is distinguishing, like, oh, was it,
Yeah.
What
I'm gonna
came in a-
say 12 because mostly just because I think I can rattle off 12 Lego colors and hope that they stick.
Okay. All right.
That's crazy. Um, Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say 10, so I think I'm not gonna go for 13. I'm gonna challenge you.
No, I was really hoping you would
Nope, I'm
challenge me.
challenging you. No, because I
No.
was like
Oh
in my
God.
head about the like what I said with the other colors. So okay.
Okay.
Do you want me,
Okay.
Bethany, do you want me to record?
Yes, if you could also take notes, that would be great
I will
because
gladly.
it goes by so fast. And as you can see, like I missed one, he missed one. I like teamwork makes the dream work here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, Evan, you have chosen how many? What was your number?
I think 12.
12.
Oh God, I'm just gonna spew colors.
Oh no.
Truly. Some of
Okay,
them might not even be Lego colors. They might just be colors of the rainbow.
fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Well, you've gotten a freebie because he did show you one color. So
That's true. Yellowish green will be number one.
you have a fresh one. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yellowish green, green, bright green, dark green, olive green, dark orange, nugget. I don't know. Dark red, red, yellow, bright light orange, black, white, dark purple. Is the medium azure or dark azure? Either of them, dark blue, pearl. Oh no, maybe light gray or dark bluish gray, maybe. Maybe we have what other colors are there? Light
And
purple, light pink.
time. That was fast.
Oh, I didn't say
Wow.
that's okay.
That was fast. That was a fast 30 seconds. Goodness.
That felt very fast. That felt
Yeah.
faster than Maticus's 30
It might
seconds.
have been
You-
because my phone might have died on his and then I eyeballed
I
it.
I think you said it, but you definitely named some colors that are way wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I-
So you said yellowish green, which is
Mhm.
correct. Green,
Woo.
which is correct. Bright green is correct. Dark green is correct. There is no olive.
No olive.
What?
There is no. There
Mm-mm.
is dark
Wow.
orange. So we're up at 5. So Matt, so people remember 5. I'm going to start over
5.
counting.
I'm starting to get
Uh,
nervous now.
There is no nougat. There is
Don't know why I
dark
said that.
red. There is dark red. There is no red.
No red? No
Mm-mm.
regular
Mm-mm.
red?
No
No.
regular red.
That seems crazy.
In the small, the smaller leaf element.
Yeah.
The smaller
Yeah.
version.
There
Oh,
is
right, right,
there
right.
is no yellow, but there is bright light
Yes.
orange.
Oh, and I said that, didn't
You did.
I?
There is
It was
there
fresh on my
is no
mind.
black, but there is white.
Oh
Mhm.
God, this is. I
There
still need
is
4.
dark purple.
Okay.
There is medium azure. There is no dark azure. There is dark blue. And you said light bluish gray. That is not one of them.
Oh no, did I just miss it? That'd be
And you said
hilarious.
pearl.
Yeah.
Now, because this was my error, because I did mess up my timers, and technically Matt got a little bit more time on the last one,
It's okay.
you get one chance to name one more color.
I don't
Because
even know.
you're
I
one
literally
short.
don't even know. If I'm one short and I can name one more color,
Mhm.
did I name lime?
I don't know. Is that your
No.
answer? Oh, that's much nicer.
I'm gonna say lime.
I'm not gonna tell him if he didn't name it, but I'm
I'm gonna say lime. But here's the thing: I didn't get it in 30 seconds, so I think that it could still count as my loss.
Well, technically Matt got it in 45 because it was my mistake.
Oh.
But
Oh.
yeah, because I actually messed up on the timer and it went a little longer. But also he blew the category way out of the water.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. You got like 30 of them, so I think it was.
so-
there's only 25 colors in the
Damn,
if
did I
you're-
really get 11? That
Yeah.
You did
stinks.
good.
if you're listening and you think that it should go yay or nay, thumbs up or thumbs down in Evan's favor, please let me
No,
know
I don't think I got
because
it.
okay. All right.
Wait, so
think we
Matt
should
has
tie.
2 points now.
Yeah.
Or we can have one more round to like really,
Do another round.
Sure.
really define the
That
champion
sounds good.
here.
So this came in 19 colors. So for
Mm-hmm.
you to name 12 means you only missed 7.
11.
Yeah. So 11, whatever it was. So the number 1 color for this is dun da da green. It's appeared in 123 sets. Bright green is the next. Dark green is the next after that. Do you know what the 4th most common color for this part is?
I'm gonna
It's
guess.
bright light orange.
Oh, lavender maybe. I should have said
Oh,
lavender.
you forgot lavender. That's some
That's been
eyeball.
That's a good one.
in so
Not quite
many of
bright
these
orange.
sets, I
There's
feel like.
lavender and medium lavender. No, the fourth most common color is magenta.
What?
Magenta?
Where
I don't
Uh-huh.
have that many of those.
I know.
do I have any magenta?
So I went to Bricklink to look up like when was this, and it's in Encanto, Little Mermaid, Angry Birds, Raya and the Lost Dragon, Elves,
They've used
Wow.
it.
Friends.
A
So
lot of the mini doll
elves,
themes.
elves, yes.
Hmm.
So I was surprised because I was like, what? That's what? So, but Bright Light Orange is coming for it. Only one more and it'll take the lead.
Mhm.
So
I could see that taking the lead for sure.
yeah. Well, shall we play one last round? Oh, our favorite Brick Friday, by the way, on that one is post 2417. If anyone wants to see how to use it creatively beyond just a leaf in a post. Last one. Do you guys feel like leaves or flowers?
Let's do flowers. Let's move away from the leaves.
Okay.
At least that's
So-
my opinion. I've been losing on the leaves.
So the leaves, the other category that I had for the leaves was the one where it's the new one, like the curved one that's made up of the 3-leaf that's
Love that
layered.
piece.
Yeah.
So
But that
cool.
one's really hard because that's only appeared in 8
10
colors.
colors.
So that
8.
was
Wow.
Mm.
a bit of a devious, but let's do flowers. We're gonna go with the classic 1x1 flower, the one with the little 5 petals that
The 5
you-
petals, the new one.
the new one.
Oh.
The one that when they give you one in a set, you always end up with like an extra, whatever color it is.
yeah.
The classic 5-petal Lego flower. How many colors can you name in 30 seconds? So, Evan, you have yet to win a point, so I will start with you again.
Okay. I feel like all the colors I named last time
Mhm.
probably fall under that petal actually, because I feel like it has more than the big plant leaf. So I'm gonna say 12. Or maybe
Okay.
I'll say 11, because I know I could do 11.
Okay, so the official answer is 11. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Matt?
I can do more than 11.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How many can you do?
I'm gonna go with 13, my lucky number.
Okay.
Oh, I like that lucky number.
Evan, can you top 13?
Here's the thing, I've seen from experience, I know that Matt can do 13. So if I stand
Mhm.
any chance of winning this, I'm gonna say 15. And just hope I can spew enough colors.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
I don't know if I can top 15, and I kind of want to see you try. So
But I feel like you did do like 17 or 18 before.
so do you want me to, so what you do, you want me to say 16 and you want me to just like spew a bunch of colors.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'll do it. I'll say 16.
Yay!
I can do 16.
Okay. Evan, get your fingers ready to type because I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
need all the help on this. Okay, so the topic is round 1x1 flower edge, 5 petals. How many colors in 3, 2, 1?
Bright green, green, dark green, light aqua, blue, red, dark blue, white, yellow, bright light yellow, no, bright light orange, reddish orange, dark purple, lavender, medium lavender, bright pink, magenta, dark pink, bright light blue. I don't know if I said that already.
And time.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I think I got every single one that you said.
Yeah,
My
I was
fingers were
typing.
typing fast.
I tried to go at a nice pace for you.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
notes are like so. Let's start at the top.
13,
We
14,
have
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I just want to say firstly, you said 21 colors.
Mhm.
So that's very impressive to say these 21 colors, and they're all real Lego colors, by the way. So you're already doing pretty good. You have 5 of them that could be wrong, so that's a pretty good margin.
and it came in 24 colors.
Oh,
So
wow.
let's
I know I missed light bluish gray and pearl gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, I don't know what else I missed. Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
So you said bright green.
Mm-hmm.
You said green. You said dark green. You said light aqua. You said blue, which is one, yes. You said red.
Is blue one of the colors? For some
Came in
reason, I thought it didn't come
18
in.
sets.
Never mind. I don't know anything.
I know. This is why I check these things, because I'm like, what? Let's see. You said red, which is correct. Dark red, correct. Dark blue, which is correct. That just there's one set that it's in.
Wow.
White, yellow, bright light yellow, bright light orange, orange. You said reddish orange, which I know is one because I just had to do a set with that. Reddish orange. You said dark purple.
That's wrong.
There's no dark purple.
There's no dark purple. Yeah.
You said lavender. Medium lavender. You said bright pink. Magenta. Dark pink. Bright light blue. That's
So you got 20?
20.
Wow.
Let's see
That
if I
was
can wait. Let's
amazing.
see if I can name the 5 I missed.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Okay.
So
Okay.
there's only 4 you missed. There's only 4
I only
you
missed 4. Okay,
Mhm.
so I know I missed coral. I
Mhm.
missed
Coral.
light bluish gray.
Mhm.
I missed I just said it before, pearl gold.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh my God, what's the last one I'm missing? Um,
Is it lime?
it's lime.
Oh, yes. There's
Yep.
lime.
It's lime.
Lime, the thing that
Wow.
got both of us.
Yep, always lime. I always forget about lime.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah,
So,
first of all, incredible. Wait, but
yeah.
also, what set did the gray one come in?
It's come in
like
several. It's used as
detailing.
architecture.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's come
I've
in
never seen that.
It's come in 30 sets. Wait till it's one of the ones you've reviewed. So it's in the A-frame cabin, the Batman Gotham City, Belle and Beauty Beast, the Friends Botanical Garden, Disney Hocus Pocus, Family Reunion Celebration. These are all ones I've reviewed.
I haven't reviewed any of these. I don't
Great
have any of these
Deku
sets.
Tree. I'm looking Mountain Fortress, Ninjago City Markets. These are literally all the sets I've reviewed. I didn't do Mountain Fortress, but Tales of the Space Age.
This makes sense, Bethany, that you know this so well. You're literally just
Twilight.
naming off
Did you do
your.
the Twilight House?
I did not do Twilight
That one's
House.
good.
Viking Village, Winnie the. These are like literally all the sets I've reviewed. That's hilarious. Okay. So apparently I'm secretly drawn to bright light gray flowers.
That was incredible, Matt. You are a well-deserved winner
Yeah.
of Lego Chicken. You have shown everyone that was at the at
Yes.
Brickworld Chicago this year. You have put them all to shame.
Yeah. It's well
Thank
done. Can
Very
you
well
all
done.
name the number 1 color that's appeared in the most sets?
I feel like it's not a green. I feel like it's
Like a red type color. Maybe like or maybe a yellow, like a bright light
dark
yellow.
pink.
A pink. Maybe a light pink.
Dark pink is the 4th most common color.
I'm gonna say either red or light pink.
Red is up there. Red is oh, sorry, that makes dark pink the 5th one. Red is the 4th. The bright green wins again.
What?
Bright green.
298 cents. Because think about it, it's
Oh,
underneath all the
true.
flowers.
It's underneath them. Yeah, I
So,
didn't think about that.
color number 1 is bright green. Then comes green at 201. Or no, excuse me, then red at 216.
Okay, so
then
red
green at
was
201.
up there.
Yeah, red
I
was up
crazy.
there. Red was up there. Yeah. So some of these numbers get hard to read, but yes, red was up there. So you weren't crazy. And the newest kid to the block is dark blue, which came in what set, Evan? You reviewed it.
What? I don't know.
The wreath. The wreath.
Oh,
That's the only set it's in.
yes,
still.
you know, I should have
Only
known
set
this because I remember thinking that's a recolor. That's so interesting to me because I would have thought that it would have come before.
You would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that was amazing.
So, well, excellent. This was fun, huh? And I didn't have to stress. So even better. Well, thank you both for being willing to play this high-speed, high-stakes game of putting your knowledge to the test. I'm really impressed with both of your knowledge of plants and colors. Well done, my friends. I definitely felt my heart pounding on this one. Evan, I'm going to throw it back to you for our final segment.
Yes, and it's actually highly related to the game we just played because today, well, first of all, we're gonna go back to our type of discussion that we introduced at the start of this season of season 2, which is our techniques segment. So in this a little bit of a shorter segment, we're gonna discuss mock building techniques of a specific topic. Our technique today, kind of like I've been hinting, is trees. So more
Woohoo!
leaf talk, yay! But this will be more fun and like mock oriented. So for many builders, starting a mock from scratch can be very intimidating, and trees are just a very important part of fleshing out a mock, whether it's landscaping or just part around a set or scenery just to kind of make it feel complete. Trees are very necessary. You find them in a lot of different types of mocks. So I know
Mhm.
Maticus here.
Hmm.
Matt is a very, very skilled tree builder. And so we
Yes.
try to theme our technique segments towards the guests that we have on. And so we actually almost did trees for our host episode for episode 1 that we recorded, but we decided not to because we knew you were going to be on the podcast, and we're like, no, we should save the trees. Save the trees
Save the trees.
Save the
for
trees.
for Matt. So we've seen trees across many Lego themes, from city to elves to dreams to modulars to ideas, so much more. But getting started with a tree, it can be intimidating. So
Mhm.
I'm going to start with you, Matt. Before we dive into tree techniques, can you let everyone know about your Enchanted Forest collab and what got you started with it?
Yeah, so I just, was looking for new mock ideas and it just dawned on me one day. I was like, I want to build like a cozy wizard's house by some water. And I just started on that idea and I was building the landscaping and it just started to sprawl beyond what I was originally expecting it. Ended up
Mm.
building this kind of like table filling scene of the Enchanted Forest where there are all these different magical colors of trees, a lot of purple and blue and red and magenta leaves kind of all mixed together. And of course, the wizard's house is there and he's out front doing magic. And it just like Lego for me was always about fantasy. I grew up with castle themes. I loved the Magisto Wizard and Will of the Witch and all of that kind of stuff. And I wanted to do something kind of that was like a modern take on that. But also like set within like a fairy tale fantasy world that isn't about like violence or war or fighting, where there's not like
Mhm.
some big quest going on and there isn't like a big monster to fight. Like
Hmm.
if there's a mythical creature in the forest, they're probably a friend, not a foe. And,
Love that.
and it's just kind of something that I was really near and dear to my heart.
And you've had some people collab with you on this, right?
Yeah, I think we've had more than 10 altogether. I haven't counted exactly, but it's all just been like my close friends and people who I know are good at building and who, I guess not people who are good at building, people who are
They
building.
suck. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
no. People who I know would build in the same kind of style but still bring something new to it.
Mm.
So we all kind of picked the free form landscaping type of technique where it's not where you're just building on a base plate. It's not where you have like flat, 90-degree angles. It's where you're actually kind of building and sculpting the borders of your landscape to be kind of natural and have jagged edges. There's rock work.
Can
Just
you,
it's all very
just to
natural.
interrupt you, I'm so sorry. Can you
Mhm.
explain how you achieve that natural landscape?
Yeah. So we use a lot of very important to use snot technique, stud
Mhm.
snot on top. And the easiest way that I would use to approach freeform landscaping is you use the rule where 5 plates tall is the same as 2 studs turned on their side.
Hmm.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
so for the sort of like the interior, which I guess you would say could kind of have that 90-degree angle if you wanted to, would be 5 plates tall as long as you have snot on the side where it's 2 studs. And then you can kind of turn something sideways. Use a lot of slope pieces, angles, wedges, just whatever you can do to like make it not like just flat blocky bricks, and then you're building sideways to build the borders, and then you're building up
Okay.
to build your landscape.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
So then once you get to the landscape, and
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, time to start the tree. What is the first thing you usually think about when it comes to actually like sculpting a tree? Like, do you decide first like what type of tree you're going to build? Do you decide first the trunk and then move
Mhm.
on to the leaves and the flowers and stuff? Or
Yeah.
like where do you start?
I choose colors. So
Ooh.
I decide like what color scheme do I want this tree to be. So I'm
This
like,
is why he won Lego Chicken.
no, I'm like,
Yes.
I a lot of trees, I feel like, your classic Lego tree is gonna have a brown, like a reddish brown, like tree trunk and branches and everything, and then your classic green or bright green. And like you definitely use those for your basic trees, but with the Enchanted Forest, I try to do a little bit more of a variety of colors. So
Mhm.
I think for the most part, everything's been like a reddish brown or a dark brown base to the tree. You can mix in some medium nougat for a little bit of like fun, like varieties of the tree color. But really where they shine is in the tree, the leaves and the foliage. So
Hmm.
Mm.
I like the main thing that I usually do with my foliage is I use that like five pointed leaf, that classic leaf element that we talked about before, the bigger one, and then the smaller leaf element with the little three leaves. So you layer them so that you stack a lot of the little leaves on top of the big leaf. They can be the same color or colors that complement each other. And then I also like to use that it's a stem, it's a bar, and it's got the three leaves on it, and it's got the
Yeah.
little pinhole. You use those to slide through the open hole to like kind of lock your leaves in place, and then you add more dimension and layer and thickness and fluffiness. Uh,
Oh,
so
that's smart. So you
yeah,
put like stem piece onto
Hmm.
the leaf piece and then put more leaves on it to really fluff it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Actually,
good
let me
technique.
show you. I have a little like
Ooh,
I haven't finished this, but this is just kind of an idea for a foliage tree where I wanted it to have an ombre from like a blue to purple.
that's pretty.
Thank you. And so that's the element that I was talking about with the three stem, and then you could even put like a flower in there if you want to like make them more enchanted and magical. But you
Mm.
just kind of like find ways to like layer it and make it feel more alive. Sometimes like these have a little bit of bend to them too. So if you stack as many of these leaves as you possibly can fit onto the studs, they will start to bend on their own.
Which
Um,
honestly kind of gives a more natural effect, to be
it
honest.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We at Tips and Bricks, we don't consider illegal techniques a crime. We actually
Uh,
consider it to be something that you can work around.
Yeah, I definitely use illegal techniques with my trees. Also with like the wrapping, where you take like a
Oh,
hose element and you just like wrap it around the trunk.
is that
Um,
illegal?
I don't know. That's a great
It's
question.
it's done in the bonsai tree.
Yeah,
Oh, it
Like
is
a
that's.
legal.
hmm
I feel like what's it used for if not for just bending all sorts of ways?
Well, then if you start to shove all types of like bars and like oars and
Oh, you're like stuffing
pickaxes,
it.
you stuff it. Axes, pitchforks. Pitchforks are really good. The old musket piece from the pirates. One of my trees I did for the
Mm.
Enchanted Forest is like it's a bundle tree. And this isn't like entirely. I didn't come up with this. I didn't entirely come up with a lot of these techniques. It's just learning from other builders and trying to adapt it and make it your own. Um,
Yeah.
but like the bundle tree is one that people do a lot, and every bundle tree you do is going to be unique. Choosing
Bundle
what,
tree.
yeah, I call it a bundle
I
tree.
love that.
I don't know if anybody else
Yeah,
calls it that, but
that's
it's
so
like
smart.
it gives it that sort of like that realistic because trees, they have all like the little gnarled like the
Yeah.
bark and
So
like
you're basically like rubber banding, or
it's like a
by
yeah,
use of a hose, you're just
yep.
like getting lots of thin brown pieces to
Hmm.
give the texture of a tree trunk, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And you can do like bigger ones, like you could stack like one by one round bricks together. You could stack those. You could do like there's the candlestick piece is another really good one that comes in
Mm.
reddish brown. Like that adds another level of thickness. Just anything you think will fit in there, and then just like wrap the hell out of it with the hosing, just so that they all that and whips too. The minifigure whip pieces.
Ooh.
Yes. I
Those are
saw
also
those
really
on your
good.
build. Yeah.
Have you ever looked at a real tree to inspire you, or are you mostly looking at other Lego trees and
I look at
replicating?
trees all the time, but I'm like out and about. People catch me just like, wow. And people are like, what are you looking at? Like, I'm old enough. She says, what you looking at? I'm just looking at the leaves. The leaves are, or like, so yeah, I've seen some really cool trees, in my travels. I want to see some more, I want to see the redwoods someday. That's kind of like a big dream trip.
Ooh, that'd
Um,
be so cool. A
Those are
redwood
amazing trees.
mock?
mhm.
How do
Yeah.
you
Then
even
now,
scale that?
then you can live out your Battle of Endor
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Bethany, do you have experience building Lego trees?
I do. So, the way that I learned a lot of building is by building a set and then going, oh, I like that technique. I'm going to use it this way. And so building the beekeeper set, and if you look post 2689, I did a set upgrade where I combined on a 48 by 48 base plate the Friends greenhouse, that really pretty white, L-shaped building, and the Friends, it was a greenhouse, right? That was the
The
name of it.
botanical garden.
Botanical garden.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I was like, that's not the right name. I really struggle with names. I'm a pictures person, so I'm like, that's not right. So the Friends Botanical Garden. I know what I'm talking about, people. Oh, yeah. The Friends Botanical Garden next to the beekeeper's house. And like, how do you create a scene? Because the Friends Botanical Garden was white and the beekeeper is lavender and purple, and those are very different colors. And so uniting them all was this one type of tree. And it used the big leaf piece that we talked about. It also used the plate with 3-leaf thing. It used the plate, the bar with leaves that you mentioned, and then it used the one that we did not do our Lego chicken on, the new one that's like the curved plate that
Canopy
has
leaf.
the canopy leaf. Yes. And it uses all of these different parts in a way that creates a full tree without being scraggly. Like
How
I do
did you
not.
do that? How'd you make it full, I
So
guess?
so it does it with the natural. So you've got the wide flat vertical part of the traditional leaf, right? And then you have the curve coming off of it, and then the center is all filled. So it makes it look full on its own because it's got curves and different height elements to it. It is not my design, it is Lego's design. So everyone can go look at the instructions for free on the beekeeper set. I feel like this is a sleeper tree that people need to know about because the technique is beautiful. Like, I think that it makes a fantastic tree. I have used it in several of my builds now. I did a Cupid where there was a skunk chasing a woman under a tree. And the tree that Cupid is in is using that leaf technique because I think it's makes the perfect canopy for people who are beginners like me who don't know how to make many trees.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying.
great. I love the canopy too. Do you
I'm
use
trying
it?
to find the post. What set number did you say, or what number post did you
Post
say?
2689.
Okay, I'm getting closer.
2686.
2686. Okay, my bad. 26. Are we sure?
I'm on it right now.
2686. Yep.
Hmm. Oh,
Two.
wait, oh wow, our website is weird because the picture says 2686. Oh,
Yes.
our website normally
Maybe
doesn't bug
they
like that.
moved it and nobody told me and I didn't upgrade it. So you know what,
Oh,
folks?
yeah.
2686, 2689. Hey, 2 paths to 1 destination.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you search either,
Beautiful.
you'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love what you did, Bethany.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
the lime canopy leaves in the
Mhm.
back, I went, oh, this is a great way to do it. And so then I took that and made the tree that's in the center,
Oh, yeah.
and just made it more.
Mhm.
I
Made
just
it more.
I made it more.
Those are so useful. It also is very similar to the trees in the A-frame cabin, which
Yes.
I think that's a really great accessible
Yes.
format that someone could start with, and then you expand and like I was saying, like layering the leaves, just like experimenting with how you do the foliage.
Yes.
Like you could really make it totally your own,
Well,
just starting with that.
and again, just to make clear, you can get any instruction from any Lego set for free from their website. So even though the A-frame is sadly retired, you can still access. It's retired. It was the very first set I reviewed for the blog. I called it the Leaf Battle Pack set. Because it came with so many leaves. But even though
It's
it's
a top 10
retired,
Lego set.
you can still learn how to make the trees because the instructions are available for free, which I love. Big shout out to Lego for that.
Mhm.
That is such a good point, honestly, because Lego has come out with so many good trees that it's a really good way to start is to just first build a Lego tree and then go off of it. You know what I mean? That's like kind of how
Yeah.
mocking starts in general, is by modding. And so I love that idea. And I personally don't have many experiences with trees, but I do have a lot of experience like drawing trees back when I used to like to
Mm.
draw and like paint. And one really good rule, I think, of thumb for a tree trunk specifically is that I learned this from an artist, not even from like a scientist or anything, but apparently it's true. I read it on the internet, so it has to be true, right?
I remember you telling me this. Yes, keep going.
It's so that a tree trunk and branches are all ultimately the same circumference. Let me explain. So a trunk starts and it is one unit essentially. So it's one
Mhm.
circumference. Every single time it splits, the split parts all equal up to the same original circumference of the trunk. And so keeping that in mind can help you make a more realistic tree. Of
Mhm.
course, you're still building out of Lego, and so there's still some liberties you can have to take. You can do a really like spindly, thin little tree, and it's still gonna look cool. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
Hmm.
Lego here. But if you really want to make it look realistic, you could then keep that in mind that if you have your branches a certain thickness, you're going to want your trunk to be thicker to kind of
Yeah.
balance that out. Had either of you heard of that rule before?
No,
No,
that
no.
is fascinating.
I know that typically the root of a tree, again, typically, I live in Ohio, it's maple tree area, so maybe this is not true everywhere, but typically the roots of a tree are equal to the canopy of a tree.
Oh,
Um,
I've heard that too. That I've
yes.
heard.
that's
But again,
interesting.
I live where maple trees are present, and I know that that's true of maple trees because we'll have a storm, knock one down, and you go, "Oh wow, look how wide that root ball was." But they also don't go very deep, which always amazes me.
Have
But
you either of you experienced building like roots, like above ground? Like, do you have roots, Matt, in your enchanted forest?
Sometimes, yeah, like a lot of like the horn pieces.
Mm.
Those are good. Also like curved slopes. Sometimes you want like some roots kind of sticking out. Also, I call them bionicle arms. I don't think that's what they are. They originated in Bionicle, but they have like it's like a vine and it's got the little like spokes on it.
Mm.
oh yes,
Um,
yes, yes, I know what you're
yeah,
talking about. Keep going.
I
I will find the name for it.
yeah, I
It
forget what
has
they're called.
Bionicle in the name.
I think it originated in the minifig scale Bionicle sets that they did for a little bit. Yeah, like all kind of I call them they're like root pieces.
They're called Bionicle spine. The plant vine
Bionicle
seaweed. Yeah,
spines. These are
plant
great
vine
for roots.
seaweed slash appendage spiked slash Bionicle
I
spine.
had no idea that that was the part you were talking about because I did not know that came from Bionicle.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, what a
it's
good
One of
part.
one of
yeah,
Bionicle's great contributions.
yes.
R.I.P.
I know.
What is the sort of trees that you like to build overall, would you say? Do you like stick to like one style of tree, I would say, based on like what I've seen? Because you have a pretty cohesive forest.
Thank you. Pretty much the two styles that I use the most are the bundle trees or a technique that originated from Ralph Langer, and then was used a lot by Dan the Fan,
Mm.
where you use the Travis bricks, the snot bricks that has stud
Hmm.
hole, empty stud holes on 5 sides, and then you just feed those over a flex tube, and then you can bend the flex tube and then build around the
Mm.
side of all of those. That's a technique for tree trunks that I believe Ralph Langer came up with, and then Dan the Fan used it a lot. But I would use that as a base because they're very easy to just make tall trees from that. And then you
Hmm.
can literally do like whatever you want. Like you can use dinosaur tails for tree trunks. You can kind of combine them with,
Dinosaur tails, very smart. Good
yes,
branch technique.
you can combine it with the like the trees that are in the A-frame cabin. You can use whatever foliage you like as long as it will hold. You can make the base of the tree look whatever kind of funky way you want. If you're building a big enough tree, you can even use that tree trunk as a tree branch and then have the trunk be bigger.
Mm.
So there's just
Okay,
a lot of different directions you can go with like just using the flex tubes as like the base or like you're building your tree
that's cool.
around flex tubes. Um,
That's a brilliant technique. I feel like for me,
yep.
that might be a little complicated. If you want to start really basic, I'm feeling like just like snot bricks sometimes even. Like you can just
Mhm.
do snot bricks. I've seen a really good technique where people take the four-sided snot brick and like kind of turn them diagonally to each other and like alternate it so that when you put like leaf pieces on it, you can kind of like stagger them so it
Hmm.
creates a really realistic looking like hedge-like
Mhm.
tree. I think that actually might be in the A-frame cabin too. Am I wrong? Something similar? Am I wrong?
It might be, but what he's talking about is like the next step beyond that because it's that
Yeah,
Oh
same
yeah, no, I
piece.
know.
it's
It's
the same piece but with a
Yeah,
flex tube in the middle of it, and it's a lot easier than you'd even think. Like, yeah.
really.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yep, they're great. Um, yeah, what are some other good techniques? I mean, I've seen some builders that have very simple trees and it's just one by one brick. So they actually do have a
Hmm.
square trunk and it can be a stylistic choice. And then you just have like clips off the side, but then you can have like a branch coming off the clips.
Mm.
There's some really anything, crazy techniques you can come up with. The candlesticks, like I said before, you can make a really thin
Hmm.
trunk with candlesticks and then you have like a stem, like a flower stem coming out of it, the six pronged, and then you can start to build all kinds of leaves off of that.
Oh, that's so nice because like
Yeah.
the prongs are so thin that like it does create that like nice illusion with the
Yep.
candlesticks. That's very smart.
Yep.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
love that.
there's just honestly, like, I feel like once you start building trees, like there are just so many different things that you like open yourself up to. Like anything could become a tree. Any
Hmm.
Lego, anything that you can see with Lego, you could find a way to probably make it into a tree.
I love that. I love that. Well, on that note, I'm just going to close off by saying that we do actually, through Tips and Bricks, have a tree handbook that we made quite a few years ago. This
Yeah.
one of our
It's
handbooks, we
helped
do
me a
have
lot.
some free ones, but this one does cost money, I will say. It is one of the very rare things we have that costs money. There was a reason why it does, and I'm not the one that knows that reason. Bethany,
I
you
don't know
might.
that. I don't know that reason either. I
I think
remember
we had to
hearing it.
pay people for it, so
I
that's
think so.
why.
I remember hearing it and going, "Oh, that makes sense." But yes.
But that one does cost money. But if you don't want to spend money, which is totally understandable, we have so many
Yeah.
posts that highlight how to make different trees. Just to rattle off some, we have post 2712, which is for coniferous trees. We have post 2535, which is our beginner series post on trees, which is just a really good place to start. We
Mhm.
have post 2491 on birch trees. I actually made that post. I think it's pretty good. Um, there's post number 2428 on palm trees, post 2072 on fir trees, and I know Bethany made this one.
Yes.
Post 1970, happy little trees with brick Ross.
Oh,
I made a little Bob Ross, Brick Ross on the front,
it's
painting a happy
cute.
little tree.
We should bring him back. He was great. Him and
I,
Professor Tipson should be friends.
I mean, I was a fan of Brick Ross.
We should
That's
have
so
him
fun.
back for the we're redoing the beginner series to like reformat it and add some new information. And when we redo the beginner series on trees, we should have Brick Ross meet
We'll have him.
Professor
We'll have him.
Tipson.
We'll have him
Cute.
guest lead a class. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, thank you both so much for your discussion on trees. Keep an eye out for our upcoming techniques post actually with Matt, which should be coming
Yes.
actually probably before this podcast episode comes out. So you probably have already seen this at this point, but it's part of our new series where we feature a technique and we include step-by-step instructions so that you can build along with us on Rebrickable. And if you really want to deep dive, don't forget our tree handbook is available on our website as well. And
Hmm.
also check out Matt's work. Like his Enchanted Forest is like seriously incredible. If you
Thank
Amazing.
you.
aren't able to see it in person, you have many, many good reels. I think last I checked, is it still tagged on, or how do you say it?
Yeah,
Pinned on
pinned.
your
I think I
Instagram?
have something pinned on Instagram. I don't remember which one, but I'm pretty sure I have one of them on the Enchanted Forest pinned. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, definitely check that out.
Well, that's all we have today for the episode of Tips and Bricks podcast. I hope I just had a lot of fun. Thank you guys both for being with us today. And do you have any final thoughts or projects you wish to discuss with us, Matt?
Just want to say thank you so much for featuring me on the pod. It was awesome. Looking forward to that post on trees. So yeah,
Yeah.
thanks so much. A lot of fun.
And please tell us, where can our audience best find you?
Well, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and hopefully now a lot more on YouTube, as I said before. So yep.
What is your handle on YouTube specifically?
It
Just to
is
make sure.
at Maticus Bricks. So it's actually very
Perfect.
easy. It's at Maticus
Amazing.
Bricks, no spaces, lowercase on all platforms, just
Oh,
to make it very easy
perfect.
to find. Yep.
That's perfect. Wow. Nice. Well, until next episode, continue the conversation with us at Tips and Bricks on Instagram and YouTube, and you can also join us on Patreon. The link can be found in the podcast description.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please, 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 would you consider rating and reviewing us on your favorite podcast app? Leaving a review will help listeners just like you be able to find us. And we want to encourage all builders to have more fun with Lego. So leave that review, that helps a lot.
And I've never said this before, but hit that subscribe button.
Oh my, oh
Now that
my.
we're
Get
on
the
YouTube,
feeling of being a YouTuber. Yeah.
give
Ah,
us
yeah.
a thumbs up.
Woot.
Yay. And yeah, don't also forget, we have a free weekly newsletter so that you never miss a post. And we also have like really cool and fun behind the scenes,
Hmm.
just like things on it, whether it's like a set review, kind of just like an opportunity that we got. We have a really cool one coming up actually, where we speak with a WNBA player that's coming up
Yeah.
on our newsletter soon. Actually, that might have happened already by the time this is posted, but it'll be really cool. And we also have very good polls on it. So the link is also in the show notes to our newsletter.
And until next time, I'm Bethany with Evan and at Maticus Bricks signing off. Happy building, everyone.